Welcome back, everybody, to the Oregon State Beavers Dynasty here in College Football 27. Thank you so much for all the support. If you can't hit that like button, subscribe for more, as we're about to head into our bowl game against Cincinnati. But before we get into that, we have to hire a new offensive coordinator. We fired our offensive coordinator last time. The end of the season, the offense just went away. And obviously, he had a D prestige, so I'd like to bring in somebody with at least a C prestige to help us out in recruiting, but it's going to cost us for sure. Now, hopefully we will get some more NIL when the offseason comes about, so even if we spend over $200 for a coach, it shouldn't make that much of a difference. Now, it obviously probably will, but we're hoping to win this bowl game, maybe go up to a 3-star school and just continue to get better, but we got to start somewhere. So I see Jim Zembrowski fired from Kansas. So master motivator, so that works in our favor too. He's expecting 240. Let's do 235. Let's go 240, right what he wants. It's in the green. Let's see what happens there. We'll give him the offer and see what happens. Hopefully he accepts. That'll give us a C+ coach. That'll really help with the coach prestige. Because, man, I mean, ours isn't up yet. We need to get ours as up as fast as we possibly can. You can see it a C+, but Terrence Bobo, D+, but can't really fire him because the defense has been just fantastic. Looking at this Cincinnati Bearcat team, they don't do a whole lot of things well. They are only 6-6, barely bowl eligible, obviously. I mean, their top rusher this year, 435 yards, averaging 2.9 a carry, and only 2 touchdowns. It's not very good. Unless I'm missing something and somebody's gone, which isn't the case, it's not good. I mean, Isaiah Johnson, not bad with 61 catches and 4 touchdowns. They throw the ball a lot more, obviously, than they run. But the way they run the ball, I can see why that is the case. But this Bearcats team, not very good. We're trying to get a bowl victory. That obviously is an AD goal. We got to get a bowl victory. We failed last year against Louisville, coming up short. So can we get the job done here today, win our first bowl game here in this dynasty, and set some good things in motion? Let's get it going. Alamo Bowl here against the Bearcats. They start off with the ball first, and just like that, get a takeoff. Okay. I got to be careful here because taking this team lightly could not work out our favor. So run the ball here on 2nd and 4, close to another first down. 3rd down and 1. At least we won't lose these 2 freshman linebackers, I'm hoping, next year. Speaking of, there was a blitz from Perkins, and Camelot will help clean it up before a first down for Cincinnati. As many of these guys on this team are going to be gone, obviously seniors out of here after this game. As Cincinnati right down the field. You got to be kidding me. This offense looked terrible. What is going on? 2nd and goal. Not this time. Colt Perkins comes right through. And we'll have to see after this game what the, how many guys are just going to leave because of, the deal breaker's not there, how much NIL they're going to want. I'm just not looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there. All right, 4th and goal. Cincinnati going for it. I mean, I would in a bowl game like this, and we're going to bring him down for the sack. Ramondo Johnson, who could be a starter next year, brings him down. Turnover on downs. So here comes our offense with David Wells Jr. He will obviously not be back next year. Man, I was hoping for a lot better of a season with him, but it is what it is. Like I said, this passing offense hasn't been the greatest. Waddy's really slowed down. I don't know if JoJo Waddy will be here next year, as he's going to be sacked off the nickel blitz. This whole offense could be gone, honestly. I think the running backs are really about it. Waddy underneath, and that is not hauled in at all. That is not good, Malachi Durant. So we have to punt the ball, and that's kind of what the offense has been, is right now the Cincinnati offense is finding room. Down the sideline, can anybody catch him? Cannot. Touchdown, Bearcats. This running game that has done literally nothing the entire season just breaks out maybe the longest run of the season for this Bearcats offense, and they got a 7-0 lead. Yeah, I kind of not sure what is happening to our offense. Waddy hasn't been the same. The offensive line we knew was kind of poor. The receiving game, we have two solid receivers, maybe three, and it just hasn't been the same. I mean, that timing's off linebacker is there, but it's because we have to roll out because of the pressure. I mean, right now the way our offensive line is playing, that is a on-the-money throw. Wow. This Cincinnati offense looks better than I thought they were going to look. But with our offensive line, I mean, I had to bring blitz all day too, and that's what they're doing. They're just bringing blitzes, more than we can block. Honestly, we might have to start max protecting because just even leaving a running back there's not working. It's time just a four-man rush, but our guard gets beat. Waddy underneath and can't hang on as Bowers. That falls incomplete, and once again, it's a quick 3 and out. And obviously, when your offense can't stay on the field, can't pick up consistent first downs, punting the ball, your defense is going to get tired. Let's see if we can get a stop here, though. 3rd and 8, bring the heat. Underneath, it is incomplete. Camille there to help knock it away, and Cincinnati will punt. Not really great offensive play right now here in the Alamo Bowl. As Sky Priestley can't get anything going either. Running game's been very slow. 3rd down and 6. Can we actually convert a 3rd down? We can! Finding David Wells Jr. underneath for the grab and a first. Finally something. Maybe that'll wake us up. Waddy, this time plenty of time to throw, but he misses his man. Oh man, he had him. Aaron Butler was open and he knows it. Hand off to Priestley this time. Cuts up, room to run. Best run of the game here, down to the 25-yard line in a first. 6 minutes left here in this first half. And we've done nothing, but maybe finally we can get something here as Priestley down to the 6-yard line and see if we can punch this in and tie this ball game up. 1st and goal. This time it's Cordy Glass. Room to the outside. And Cordy Glass is in for the touchdown. Cordy Glass should be able to return next year. Same with Sky Priestley. Like I said, I think the running backs will be good next year. So I don't know. It's interesting to see how we're going to build this offense depending what happens in this offseason. Obviously, want to get this bowl win first. But you do start to think ahead. Absolutely wide open is the tight end there in the outside half, and that's a first down just like that up to the 42-yard line. Goodman has actually looked very good throwing the ball here for this Bearcat offense. But he runs out of time this time. That's going to be a sack. Karsten Reynolds brings him down. He's had a great season. 3rd and 6, 140 and running. Goodman to throw, looking, just dumps it underneath for a screen. Got some great blocks. And man, that's luckily for us, that is a tackle there. That would have been a touchdown. Great play call there on a 3rd down. 2nd 11 this time. That's going to be a sack. Bringing him down back to, I think, the 36-yard line. So almost out of field goal range here in a 3rd and 18. And just set up a quick screen. Just making sure this field goal is a little bit more doable. Pick up a few yards. So this will be about a 47-yard field goal here from the right hash. Not an easy kick, but you don't have to worry about wind or anything. From 47, kick is up, and it squeezes in there. It's good. So it's a 10-7 Cincinnati lead. We do have some time here before halftime. 1 timeout left, 52 seconds. Waddy looking down the field, fires. That's going to be caught, David Wells Jr. And let's hurry this up. Hold on to that timeout. 28 seconds and running. Here comes the blitz. We roll out looking. Find underneath. That's caught. Malachi Durant. Clock stops because of the first down. We're going to hold on to the timeout still. Waddy looking around. Can't find anybody. Trying to find something, and that's just going to fall incomplete. 11 seconds left. Just got to be careful here. Waddy over the middle. There you go. Caught. Durant with the grab. Run it down here. Let's just call a timeout right here. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to knock this through. And tie this ball game at 10 going to halftime. And the kick from 41 just gets in there. It's good. Obviously don't have the greatest kicker in the world. But he puts it through, and it's 10-10 here at half. Honestly, I'm super disappointed. This Bearcats team has not done much this season. It's at 6-6. That is barely bowl eligible as you could possibly be. And we're just not playing very well. Our offense is not very good. Defense letting up some big plays. So let's turn this around in the second half and get our first bowl win of this Dynasty. And this is a great way to start. Sky Priestley with a great run. Man, just about gone there, and that's a great way to start. You get this run game going. Hopefully that can help out some pass blocking. 2nd and 9, looking. That time, great pass pro. Findy David Wells, and Wells just like that down to the 10-yard line. That is what we were hoping to see from this offense. And honestly, if we would have saw this the last 3 games, maybe would be in the college football playoff. Underneath, caught Malachi Durant, touchdown. That was a great job coming out of the second half, and the offense stepping up, and we take the lead for the first time in this game, 17-10. Man, I'd love to see these guys back next year. I just don't think it's going to happen. Goodman on 3rd and 7. Pressure is there. That's going to be not a sack, but just an incomplete. Dylan Manuel there. And our offense gets the ball right back. Waddy looking, dumping underneath the Priestley. Getting that speed around the edge. Beats 1 defender. Picks up 8 yards. And that's what we have to do a little bit more often as well. If there's pressure in our face, just find that check down. Priestley just getting forward, picking up the first down. Yeah, if we have to get our running backs involved in the pass game, we just got to do it. Finding Aaron Butler with the speed. Butler down the sideline. Finally brought down, but he's all the way down to the 4-yard line. As we try to extend this lead, and this offense looks 1,000% better here in the second half. Pitch it out. Priestley, not anything there. Is brought down, actually a loss. So now 3rd down and goal. Waddy, here comes the blitz. You got to get rid of it, man. Fires it, incomplete. Probably wouldn't have got anything anyway. So, drive stalls, but you know what? Screw it, let's go for it. Waddy, looking over the middle. Butler can't bring it down, incomplete. Can't finish the drive. Probably should have kicked the field goal to go up 2 scores, but I'm trusting in this defense. And the trust pays off immediately. The freshman linebacker, Trazmon Callaway, with the interception, almost returns it there. And just like that, we're back to square one. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. What a play from the true freshman linebacker. 2nd and goal. Priestley in for the touchdown. So, okay, there you go. I mean, it worked out in the end, right? It worked out. And we're up to a 2-score lead, 24-10. And I can see Boise State destroyed Florida in the college football playoff. We'll see who ends up being the champion. But Trazmon Callaway, man, what absolutely lays out the running back. These freshman linebackers, well, I can't wait to see next year, how far they start to progress. They're going to be fantastic. They've been fantastic this season. This is why we brought them in. They've really changed the defense. Cordy Glass, nobody in front of him. Cordy Glass will be gone for the touchdown. And we've pulled away here in the second half, building this out up to a 3-score lead. 31-10 here in the 4th quarter. And unless something drastic happens, it's looking like we're going to get our first bowl win of this dynasty. We're only in season number 2, so, nothing. It's not like we're in season 4 or 5 looking for our first bowl win. But honestly, it's great to just get that out of the way because depending what happens in this offseason, we'll see here shortly, we're going to definitely have some high hopes. Finishing up near the top in the Pac-12. We're hoping next year, maybe we can get that Pac-12 championship game, get close to the college football playoff, maybe get into the college football playoff next year. I know, we'll see how we progress in the offseason and see where we look. That's going to be, what, defensive or all? Defensive holding, actually. But there's a lot of excitement. I mean, we started to progress after last season as Dylan Manuel, his 3rd sack of the ball game. Man, what a send-off for Dylan Manuel, more than likely. 3rd and 25. Stepping up is Goodman, looking, trying to find something. He'll take it himself, slides down. I always expect, yeah, you got to go for it here. I know it's 4th and 18, but down 21, last game of the season, you got to go for it. Goodman looking around, and that's going to fall incomplete. Turnover on downs. And maybe we'll try to add another score. Waddy going to have to get rid of that ball, man. Down the field, and that's a nice catch from David Wells Jr. and a 1st down. Waddy looking a lot better here in this second half. It's like the game has slowed down a little bit for him, as that puts Sky Priestley over 100 yards here for this ball game. As we continue to add to it, that'll be a 1st down run. And honestly, now with the time, we could probably salt this one away, and that'll do it. 31-10 victory here in the Alamo Bowl, our first bowl victory of this dynasty, 31-10. And man, we look like a completely different team in the second half. Much, much better, but that will be the last time you see this form of this team. A lot of guys are going to go. And could be this guy right here, JoJo Waddy. His deal breaker, I think, is still in an F right now, so there's a good chance that he's gone. Sky Priestley and Cordy Glass, like I said earlier, they're good to go. And he's only a redshirt freshman. As for this receiving core, might be the last time we see them in action. But those 2 linebackers right there, we're good. Dylan Manuel, though, as the senior, he is gone. So it's tough. This happens every year in college, and even worse now with NIL. Oh, it looks like the offer was rejected. So we're going to have to offer up. I'm going to go right back to him. We offer $240 exactly. Let's go $245 maybe. Just go up 5 and hopefully that works. I mean, we are now interested in the job of 71. I don't see any other, unless he has any other interest, which he does not. We're the only team right now interested in him. So hopefully that works. And it does. Jim Zembrowski is our new offensive coordinator next season. The question is going to be, what kind of offense is he going to have? I'm fine switching things around. I mean, if we bring in a bunch of receivers and it has to be more of a pass offense, that's perfectly fine with me. So we'll just have to figure some things out. Let's look at all Americans here. I want to see freshmen. So Sky Priestley is a national All-American freshman. So that is awesome that he is right there. Anybody else? How about Leah? I was about to say Colt Perkins, Tresmond Calmalay are both All-American freshmen. All right, I was about to say at least somebody's got to be in there. Do we have anybody on first or second team this year? No. Okay. Pac-12, let's see what we got conference-wise. Look at the USC and Boise State first team Pac-12. And that is insane. Defensively different. Calmalay is going to actually be your first team all Pac-12. Same thing with Harlem Howard. But Harlem Howard Sr. will be gone after this season. He really had a fantastic season. Saved us in so many games. It's tough to see some of these guys go. Priestley's going to be second team all Pac-12. Karsten Reynolds will be second team all Pac-12. We've met his deal breaker, and he's a junior, so hopefully he's back next year. So we got some guys on these teams. Our budget right now at $3,345 is going up to $4,355. So we do get a little bit more NIL. Hopefully that just continues to go up. And you can see we're at $1,280 at the moment NIL-wise. Looks like Oklahoma has won the college football playoff. They're national champs. And they beat Ohio State 35-20. Okay, here we go. Let's get into this offseason and see what the damage is. Oh, geez. Look at these expected NILs. Risk of leaving's tough. I mean, if we bring back multiple of these guys, it's just going to kill our NIL in a minute. Yeah, there's no way. I'm guessing Malachi Durant is going to be gone. It's going to cost almost $200 plus to get Aaron Butler back. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Jesse Legree. Oh, man. Honestly, I don't think so. Sinai Thomas. We're close on that. BB plus. I'm willing to bring him back. Obviously, a 3-star recruit in real life. Hasn't really got much playing time here. That might be a convincing. We'll see. Quan Johnson, the left tackle. I'd love to bring him back as we can keep as many decent offensive linemen that we can keep. That's what we need. Sky Priestley, playing time. Yeah, we're good there. We'll have to give him, obviously, 50 NIL. He should stay. Exodus Ayers. I would like to bring him back as well. Trying to keep as much talent as we possibly can. To keep it at 50. Ari Slocum. He's played well this season. C plus deal breaker. We need to be. It's close enough. Maybe we do 85 NIL. Afalava, I think no. Cordy Glass, yeah, we can just, that's easy, 10. No big deal there. All right, JoJo Waddy. Yeah, we need a B minus. We have an F. We're going to offer him 150 NIL to bring him back. Hopefully he accepts that and remains the starting quarterback. Logan Knapp. I mean, he wants 0, really. Yeah, since they really don't expect any NIL, I'm easily fine bringing a lot of these guys back. Kalahiki, honestly, the way it's going, he could probably be the starting free safety next year. Depends what we're going to look at. Some of these guys lower overall. Obviously, I know they can go up, but I'm not sure if I really want to bring some of these guys back. I'd rather look in the portal. Yeah, Kalahiki, let's bring him back. Yeah, I say bring back Chase Meadows. Let's just offer him 10. All right, I think that's probably good. We'll let that roll for now. But Durant, Butler, Legree. I mean, we might have 4 receivers gone. Sinai Thomas. It's crazy. All right, let's take a look who is actually leaving. We do have 6 persuasion, so we have a chance to bring some of them back. But right now, it just looks like Malachi Durant and Aaron Butler. Sinai Thomas is coming back. Okay. Ari Slocum, not persuaded, so he's not coming back. And I don't see JoJo Waddy on this list either. So JoJo Waddy is coming back. We failed every attempt so far. I don't really care about Afalava, to be honest with you. I think that's going to be it. So let's just do Butler to see. Nope. Not persuaded. Durant, I think, is, yeah, you can't persuade him at all. I think that's it. So Malachi Durant, Aaron Butler gone. Obviously, David Wells, a senior, graduates. So we're going to have a completely different receiver room, or receiver starters. Nobody drafted from our team, so that's not really helping out pro potential. All right, it's portal time. So positions we are looking for, obviously wide receiver. Definitely need wide receiver now. I always say corner and offensive line, and maybe some pass rushers as well. I don't think we really need linebacker. Running back, we're pretty solid. I don't think we really need quarterback. But, yeah, we need receiver badly. There is no doubt about it. I was hoping maybe a 4 or 5, probably not 5-star. I was hoping a 4-star guy might be interested in us. Is there any? Yeah, so it looks like at the moment, and obviously I'm going to look at that deal breaker because if you got to see like that brand exposure there, deal breaker, Kobe Young, I just don't know if I want to bring you in, honestly. I think it's going to be too much trouble. So we've added some guys. Addison Yancey is a 5-star corner. Now, we just have to watch out for the NIL because that can go in a heartbeat. But I'm going to try. I'm just going to give it a shot. Some of these guys we're not on the board. I'm just going to see where things go. Obviously, would love to bring him away from Oregon. Taylor Taylor is the highest wide receiver. He's a 4-star transfer sophomore from Georgia. You got Jaden McDuffie, the 4-star receiver. Chris Lawson, the 4-star receiver. Like I said, some of these guys are going to just be taken off the board. I just want to see where things sit. But this is what I was kind of waiting for, really. The recruiting season, it went okay, not bad. I think we're just not there yet. We're kind of on the cusp, and I'm really hoping when we get into next season, there's more 4-stars interested in our school, but I don't even know if we're there yet, honestly. Jamar McMillan, interested right now, number 1. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if we're there yet, to be honest with you. So, and I don't think we're going to have enough NIL. Obviously, this is playing out to be more realistic than years past, and I kind of like it. Look how much we're going to have to offer him. Now, we could go underneath, but I feel like when you get very interested, is he worth it, though? You know, that's a majority of our NIL right there. To one guy who's a 5-star corner. I don't know. We're going to try it the other way. Let's not offer a scholarship to Obadegwu and then just, send the house. See where that works. Because obviously it doesn't matter if we're putting $350 up to Yancey. If he's off our board, it doesn't matter. Taylor, I just want to see, because sometimes with transferring sophomores, you never know what they're going to be rating-wise. Now, I could go way lower, obviously, but I just feel like the very interested, I don't know. Maybe I'm playing it wrong here. I mean, I'm almost doubling. I feel like I want them badly enough till I'm really willing to do that and bring these guys in. Because if we can get a top-of-the-line wide receiver, that would really help. But once again, with McDuffie, we're going to kind of play the same type of thing. Just send the house, see where it sits us, and see where it goes. No, we have obviously 797 hours right now. That's just a weird amount of hours. Why wouldn't it be like 800 or something? It's very strange. I don't think we're going to have that many hours going into the season. Obviously, upper hours now here in the transfer portal. Manny will offer a scholarship as well, but you can see we only have 260 NIL remaining. So we really have to be careful here. But we need receivers so badly. Jet Tab, Speedster. I mean, what a name. Jet, you're a Speedster receiver, but you only have 90 speed. And honestly, the way this is looking right now, man, I thought this was going to turn out better than we thought. Because this is the first real portal season. Last year we got some guys in the portal, but a lot were, 0 NIL or maybe 10. Now having to go out there and spend some. And honestly, I don't mind spending every part of our NIL. But wow, I guess you just don't realize it until you get into it, how quickly it goes. Man, I thought this was going to be a huge portal for us to really propel us. I mean, we still got 225 left, but there's no way some of these guys we're going to get. Like, let's just average a guy like Chad Paul, the 3-star punter. Yeah, 5 NAL, we'll take it. McMillan, we are number 1 on his board. I really don't want to offer that. Let's just send the house, see where it goes from there. I think Taylor Carter, the 3-star defensive tackle, do we just take him off the board? Or do we just send the house and see where it goes? We're going to take him off the board. I think Jet Tab, I don't know. I mean, we're number 2. Might take him off the board as well. Chris Lawson, we're down. We're going to take him off the board. We're opening up some hours here. Just making some decisions immediately. Like McDuffie will take off. We're just not going to ever get these guys. I just don't think we are. So we're going to add some more 3-star guys to the board. Kendall Brown. Bunch of 3-star guys here. Stallworth, McGrath. These guys, 0 expected NIL. That is a lot more up my alley right now. So let's try to bring in Kendall Brown. We'll send the house at the moment. We're right now number 5 on his board. And these guys were already on their board as well, so that's going to really help. Tejon Stallworth. I like the speed acceleration. Coverage needs some work, but he's only a freshman. So if we can get some athleticism and then continuously build these guys up, that would be perfect. Robbie McGrath, he is a 3-star quarterback, and obviously off of Lavagon. Wouldn't mind bringing in another backup. So we'll send the house on McGrath. Isaiah Reed, 3-star will linebacker. Just need depth there, really. Probably not going to start, but we just need depth. Truly Bell, the 3rd 3-star corner. It's all for him, a scholarship. Right now, only 57 hours left, so we're getting down here. Major Hitchin, another cornerback. Just continue to just get as many corners as we can. Really. Bodie Cahoon, will linebacker. We'll offer him one. And Langdon Horace, speedster wide receiver, will offer him one as well. We're down to 17 hours. Like I said, that's a weird number of hours. Just strange. Why would you have like 797? I don't know. Should we keep Jet Tab on this board? Yeah. All right. I think that's probably good. I mean, well, we just added 67 hours. Let's do Horace. Let's do DM the player for him. Cahoon, let's DM him. Hitchin. Let's do contact friends and family. And it still leaves us 22 hours at the moment, so we could still spend it here. Do we want to do Cahoon? Maybe Horace? Let's take that off. And then let's go and let's do contact friends and family. Down to 7. Yeah, that'll be about it. So we had a bunch of 3-star guys because we kind of have to, honestly. We now have 520 NIL remaining, so that's good. So we'll see. Maybe McMillan. We'll just leave. I think we'll leave McMillan around. Let's sim the week. All right, Kendall Brown, we're up to number 2. Let's schedule a visit. Let's do week 3. And we'll do championship contender, which is his deal breaker. Trying to think. Should I scout these guys more? I don't know. Let's just leave it as is. Cincinnati doesn't have a visit yet. Let's take off send the house because we have all of the stuff. So we could just do DM the player and then hard sell. And hopefully that'll help us out a little more. That's going to be primetime player there. All right. Let's go down to Tejon Stallworth. Right now, big lead over Houston. We could schedule a visit. Only 10 hours. Let's do a week 2. Let's just do week 2 visit this week. Same thing, championship contender. Even though playing time at A- would probably be better. But it is his deal breaker. Robbie McGrath, really good lead right now for South Florida. Isaiah Reed, we boost up there right now over Louisville. We're the only team to give him an offer as well. Can't schedule a visit yet, obviously, because we're in the he's not in top 5 yet. Let's just send the house on him. Truly Bell, big lead over Colorado. Let's do the same thing. Let's just send the house on him. Major Hitchin. We're up the board, but we're still behind Oklahoma State. So we can schedule a visit. I'm thinking in week 4. We'll see where that puts us. Man, championship contender once again. So a lot of guys with the championship contender deal breaker. Even Bodie Cahoon here. We're going to have to... It's going to put pressure on us. But I have some, expectations for us to be a championship contender and be in that top 25. I think we're going to go into the season probably ranked. So Talon Taylor... I mean, it's a lot of NIL, obviously. Playing time, you don't have to worry about that. If you come to us, man, you're top receiver probably. Dimitri Manning, the 4-star guard. Let's schedule a visit there. Let's do week 3. Same thing with playing time. A 4-star guard, more than likely you're going to be the best guy on the offensive line. Cameron Kosman, the 3-star tight end. We'll leave that there. Elijah Logo. Sitting behind UCLA, they did give him a scholarship offer, so that's not what I want to see. Talon Carter, big lead right now over Louisville. McMillan is still a huge lead. I don't know, but we'd have to offer him a scholarship. I know there are walk-ons. I think they can walk on to your school. We'll see. I think Logo, let's do a week 3 visit. It's all championship contender. Feel like every guy, which would make sense. To me, Portal, 2 got really championship contender. You want to win a championship or you want playing time. That's really why, in my opinion. But nobody yet. All right, we go into week 3 of the Portal. Let's This week is gonna be huge. This is gonna be the big week. So Kendall Brown, don't have the lead. Stallworth, we got a really good lead after that week 2 visit. McGrath is looking pretty good. Nobody else has offered him anything. Same thing with Isaiah Reed. Nobody's offered him anything. Truly Bell, he has one offer. I believe that's New Mexico down there. We got a really good lead, but still, we can schedule a visit. Problem is the competitive visits won't work, so I think we leave that as is. Major Hitchin will still behind Oklahoma State, but we do have the week 4 visit. I'm thinking we either hard sell here. What do you got? B, C, and B. Yeah, we're going to just, I guess, roll with that. DM the player. Max out 50. Cahoon, we're the only team that's offered him anything. We can do a week 4 visit maybe to clean it up. Championship contender once again. Nothing new there. So right now, 72 hours. We can probably add hours to Cahoon as well. If we want to do maybe a soft sell. Let's do a hard sell, but it's B, B plus B and a C. It should be fine. It should be fine. Look at Taylor. Nobody else wants him. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably should back down on the... Honestly, probably should back down on the NAL, but I'm scared to back down. All of a sudden, we'll just lose out on him. Dimitri Manning. Good. We've got a lead over Boise, but Oregon's right there as well. Kosman, we can schedule a week 4 visit and go down to playing time. Right now, tight end is a position we don't really have a lot of. Aliyah Loco, UCLA with the lead. Paul, we're good. McMillan's still there. I'm going to take Angel off the board. We don't make it as deal breaker. He's going to go to Baylor, I think. We might need to add a kicker. All right, let's just sim the week, though. All right, Tajon Stallworth hard commits, the 3-star corner. Taylor, 4-star wide receiver. He commits. Best receiver on the team. We only got 2? Man, okay. Kendall Brown goes to Cincinnati. That hurts. Hitchin's gone as well. Man, okay, well, now, last week of the portal, and we have only had 2 guys so far. I'm a little scared going into this final week. This is not what I wanted to see. Truly Bell III, we'll do the final week visit, do playing style. I had such excitement for the portal, and it's not going the way at all. This is not good. Look, I think we're going to get a majority of these guys, though. I like how his deal breaker's gone, but he's committed now. It's just wild to me. Like, I understand the playing time thing. To me, that should always be switched. I know, recruiting different wide receivers, and to them, they're like, well, maybe I don't get the playing time. But that's where I think you need sometimes. I think they need to add in, like, promises. Like, if I go to Taylor and his deal breakers playing time, and I go, hey, you are going to be number 1 receiver going into next season. Honestly, we still want you to work hard and earn that spot, but the spot's pretty much yours. That, to me, is sometimes I feel like deal breakers like that are just ridiculous. They just are. Like, playing time, if you're going to be number 1 on the depth chart, there you go. That should never have to worry about playing time just because there's different players in that position. Like, honestly, if I move you down to the depth chart to number 4 or 5, then I can see the deal breaker being, like, triggered to me. Like, hey, well, what am I doing? I'm sitting, like, 4 or 5th on the depth chart, barely getting any snaps. Makes no sense. So, that's something I would love to see changed, like, promises. So, we did add a few guys here in the final week. Ben Humphreys was the only 4-star guy around that nobody offered him anything. So, I'm going to offer him a scholarship just with, like, 0 NIL. And just see what happens. We'll see if Ben Humphreys then commits to us. I don't know. Deion Tolson, 3-star corner. We'll offer him one. Really don't know anything about these guys, but I'm willing to just add a few guys here at the end just to make this class look a little better, because it was not going to look the greatest. I think we might actually regress off last year. I think last year, what were we, number 38? Did we have like the 38th class in college football? We might actually regress a little bit. Humphreys, maybe just do send the house. We got the hours. We're going to see what happens here this final week. We added Kevin Slade, a kicker, as well. We're going to offer him a scholarship. So hopefully he'll be... Yeah, we don't have enough hours for that. We just got 37 hours. We'll do that. We'll see. Here we go. Robbie McGrath, the 3-star quarterback, has committed. He'll be a backup. Isaiah Reed, 3-star will linebacker, commits. Truly Bell III, 3-star corner, will commit. Bodie Cahoon, 3-star will linebacker, might start as a pass rusher. We'll see. Langdon Horace, 3-star wide receiver, commits. Dimitri Manning, 4-star left guard. That's awesome. He will start. Chad Paul, that 3-star punter, commits. Also going to get 3-star guard Rob Lapuaho. So just continue to add offensive linemen. Lance Hybart, 3-star commits. Dalvin Williamson, 2-star guard commits. Kevin Slade, he does commit, so at least we get a kicker. Deion Tolson ended up going to Oklahoma State. I did not see that 4-star receiver either. I don't think he went anywhere. Cameron Kosman goes to Baylor, and Logo goes to UCLA, which we kind of thought was going to happen. But we did get Manning. That's awesome. All right, let's take a look at the incoming freshmen, see what their development traits are. Yeah, we'll take him off. I knew he was going to Baylor. That's why we added. Yeah, we had to get another kicker. All right. So Alex Hicks is an impact dev. That's good. We haven't hit really on the development traits either. Bryce Pounce, on the 4-star guy we brought in, he's only a normal dev. That sucks. Deontay Gentry, star dev. I don't think he's going to start this year, but that is awesome. Star dev. Terrain Willis, normal dev, 3-star. Robert Kindred, the 3-star quarterback, impact dev. Antonio Good, just a normal. Alonzo Madison, impact. Hoping these gems were better than impact. Remigio, nothing there. Harrell Heaps, normal. Cornell Kenyon, normal. Ben Humphreys, that 4-star receiver there, he went to Pitt, and Deion Tolson, he had left. So he was an impact dev as well. We didn't hit him much, but we got one. We got a star dev on Deontay Gentry, the 3-star corner. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully, like I said, I don't think he's going to get really playing time this year, but next year, if he progresses really well, he could be starter. Let's see where we sit. We're number 40, so we dropped slightly. Right now at number 40. I mean, Louisville beats us, and they spent way less NIL as well. But look at Iowa. I mean, they're slightly above us, and they spent close to 1,000 more NIL. As for the Pac-12, we sit number 5. We're just out of that kind of, Oregon, Washington, USC, Boise State. We're kind of right there below these teams, which is half expected. I mean, look how much Oregon spent, over 3,000 NIL. Cole Perkins upgrade to impact dev. That is fantastic. Can we get more? Looks like we're going to have another one. Oh, Kalama is going to be upgraded to impact dev. He will definitely start. He'll be a starting safety once again this season. Oh, Karsten Reynolds. He had a great season. He's back. He's up to an impact dev as well. All right, let's take a look at the training results. Here we go. This is going to be huge to see. So, all right. JoJo Waddie up +4 to an 80. Okay. I'm trying to see passing stats here. Honestly, also looking down below, Ed Swope, who we brought in last year as well, he looks good. It's just his awareness is terrible at 68, where Waddie has 87 awareness. So we might have to look at Ed Swope. We got to be careful with that one. Priestley's only up +1 to an 83. Look at Josh Costello. +16. He's up to a 74. I thought Priestley would go more up than 1. So Jesse Legree, who did end up staying, he's up to an 89 overall, Talon Taylor's an 89. Sinai Thomas State, he's an 86. Langdon Horace, who we brought over, is an 82. Wow. Okay. Yeah, look at the 99 agility, 98 change of direction. I mean, Sinai Thomas is 98 catching. 92 spec catch for Legree. Our receiving core, other than tight end, who we only have 2 on the roster, that's it, 2. Yeah, these guys don't look good tight end wise, but I'm now seeing that I'm thinking the offense we're going to bring in the next season is going to be a kind of a big time pass offense. Spread it out, pass the ball, because honestly, that's what our offense is dictating. The offensive line, I think, has improved. You can see we have more guys like Bob Wilkins, more of a pass blocker, 80 pass blocking, 80 pass block power. I mean, yeah, we got more pass blockers on the team, so I think that's where we're leaning. We're going to change the playbook up a little bit. Obviously, new offensive coordinator comes in Lambrowski. We're going to definitely throw the ball a lot more. But excited about this defense. Bring it, Bodie Cahoon, 82 overall. We moved him over to edge. I think that's going to be good. Him with, Johnson and obviously Karsten Reynolds. Frederick Bostic, who we brought in last year. In recruiting, he's up +7 to a 79. Surprised Karsten Reynolds didn't go up at all. Cole Perkins goes up 3. So he's up to an 81 overall. Kamale only went up 1. Wow. I might have to up the XP on this because Hallie only went up +1 after being, an All-American freshman. I just don't understand that. Especially when he has impact dev. I know it's not it's not like star dev or anything. But I would think he'd go up more than 1. Kalahiki's definitely going to be the starting free safety. 90 speed, 87 acceleration. And yeah, Kalama is going to be the starting strong safety. Slade up to an 82. And Paul, we have new kickers and punters. I totally forgot about stats. I totally forgot. I just totally forgot to show them. I know we're not going to see everybody. Some guys have moved on, but at least guys from last year. So Waddy with the 19 touchdowns. We'll see if that improved. I mean, Sky Priestley, nearly 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to be that good, especially since we're turning it into a passing offense. You can see now our top receiver coming in is Cordy Glass. Yeah, it's just completely different. Even Sinai Thomas has been on the team. 108 total tackles for Cal Malay. 100 total for Colt Perkins, who had 4.5 sacks as well, but Cal Malay had 3 picks. Yeah, how did they only go up 1? I just don't get that. Should have been more than that. But with that, that will pretty much conclude the offseason in the sense of recruiting-wise. Now we get into the AD expectations. So beat Oregon, allow fewer than 24 points per game this season, and average at least 27 points per game this season. I think we can do those two. Beat Oregon, we did last year. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. But I'm looking at the NIL. We only have 550 available. So that's making me a little bit worried right now because I was hoping we'd have it go up even more. And honestly, I would like to spend some money here. Like I'd like to spend some money. Like off-season progression increase would be great. I mean, that's going to take 150 away from us, so we'll have 400 NIL to spend. That's got to go up, right? There's no way we're going into the season with just 400 NIL. If that's the case, the recruiting process is going to be awful. We still have that elite facility. I'm not going to spend anything here. Now, I know that would get us up to a B+ right there with the sports science lab, but that would completely waste us of all NIL. So I'm not spending anything here. We're just going to leave it as is. All right, let's look at the schedule. We're going to start out 2 home games, Wyoming and Utah State, before the week 2 and 3 games are nuts. So we then go to Texas to take on the Longhorns. Man, then back home for Oregon. That is going to be a wild episode. Got to bye San Diego State at home, then West Virginia at home, and then USC at home. So a 3-game stretch at home before the bye, on the road to UCLA, on the road to Washington, at home against Washington State, and then we finish off on the road against San Jose State and Boise State. So we'll see. Texas is the toughest test of the season. But that'll end season number 2, and ready to get into season number 3. I think we have expectations to compete for a Pac-12 championship. We are ranked to start the season, as you can see, at number 23. So I cannot wait to get it going. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you can hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.